welcome to the channel. It's early October here in Wisconsin, and I wanted to get out before this big cold front's coming through to really change things up and see if I can capitalize on that. So I'm out here today. The goal is to just put some fish in the boat. I'm going for multiple species, gonna target a bunch of different areas. So we're gonna start along the shoreline right over here and see if we can't find something. So stay tuned. Not what I was going after, but I know these blade baits definitely can appeal to walleye, especially in this perch color here. The smallies and the walleyes definitely can hang out together, and that little chunk went after that blade bait. So let's let this one go. See you later, buddy. Fish number one on the boat. Check that out. I guess they like these blade baits. Maybe if these guys can get a little bit bigger, that would be ideal. So let's retie that. That dang pike cut me off. Or it could have been a big muskie. All right, we switched spots, caught a couple little walleye on that first spot, fished it a little bit more, and not much luck. So we're gonna try this shoreline here and work our way that way and see if we can't stir something up. Let's go get them. Well, I wanted to see what was hitting my plastic up there, and well, found out it's bluegill. A little bit bigger, we might have to keep a couple of these. The day continues. Let's see if we can catch another one. About the same size. Got this on the favorite brush dauber. This one's a 6'8" ultralight. Perfect for panfish, bluegill, crappie, perch. I actually got 3 of them rigged up in the boat today. I'll show you what those look like here in a second. But cookie cutter size, let this one go. So I got this one rigged up. This, like I said, 6'8" ultralight. The micro clutch on this one from Guggen Squad. Same exact rod and reel, except this one has braid on it. And the last one, I was throwing plastic. See that right there? It bit my tail off, so that's why I knew it was probably a bluegill versus a crappie on my Saucy Swimmer there. So again, same setup. This one's got mono on it. So I'm gonna keep playing with these for a little longer and see if there's any little bit bigger ones in here, any crappie hang with them, but let's keep catching them. The monster perch. All right, I think it's enough messing around with these guys, so I think we can do a little better than that. On to the next species. Well, pike, I don't want to lose my bait. That thing hit it as soon as it hit the water. Didn't even really have a good chance to set the hook. But all right, here's the pike to just hit my little underspin. Little guy, pretty skinny, but fun little fight. Not a very graceful hook set and stuff, but nice little crappie again on the blade bait. There's a piece of structure down there just ripping it over their head, and they can't resist it. See you later, buddy. little guy on the flat side banger. Literally, first cast. This is the first smallie I've caught in a while. Wind blowing, all that stuff. It's a good spot. Well, see, that's what happens when you play with rocks. Sometimes they win. Evidently, I left all my square bills at home, so here goes the lipless. Oh, God. You see that? I tried. That's what happens when you horse them. That's a nicer one. Alright, in the boat. Yeah, baby. Look at that. On a lipless crank. Wind blowing. Look at that. Check that out. The lipless crank. Guggen Squad clutch right over that rock bar. Hitting it on the front. You'll be able to see all this paint chipped off right there. That's what I've been after all day, but I've had a hard time finding them. Hopefully you guys can hear me with all this wind, but not a monster, but a nice fish, respectable. I'd love catching smallmouth. Something a little different. Not a natural color at all here in the fall. And he hammered it. How does that even happen? Look at that. Crazy. All right, let's summarize it with this one. I was actually trying to avoid that rock bar and I bounced this off the top of it and he smashed it. So again, not a monster, but they're hitting that lipless crank, bouncing it off the top of the rocks. I lost my square bill on top of it, switched to this lipless, and this is the Guggen Squad clutch. Use code Legacy to save some money on that. But yeah, today, started off really slow, ended up going to a bunch of different spots, throwing big baits, didn't work. Ended up catching a few bluegill, crappie, perch, pike, you know, nothing big as you can see, but ended up salvaging the day with one really nice smallie and a few smaller ones like this. So hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. Let's let this guy go. See you, buddy.